The young man unexpectedly crossed into a different realm and received the destiny system. As long as he had destiny points, he could calculate the secrets of heaven and earth. Not only that, but he could also help others to defy fate and alter their destinies. However, the strange thing was that heavenly secrets were not meant to be easily revealed. The system forced him to clearly explain everything to his clients. Otherwise, he would face punishment from the system. Shangjia had been in this world for a while now. Since the destiny system required destiny points for functionality, he traveled far and wide to see precious talents and treasures to offer to the system, in addition to completing the system's mandatory tasks. Every day, he had to perform divinations for 3 people, which was typically an easy task. But unfortunately, the system did not allow Shangjia to take the initiative. He could only wait for others to seek him out. Today, as he was packing up to leave, a girl asked him to tell her fortune. However, upon inspecting her, he quickly realized she was not an ordinary person. He didn't want to provoke this kind of being, as revealing an unfavorable secret could jeopardize his life. So he intentionally mentioned that the fortune-telling fee was quite high, implying a refusal. But she became increasingly curious. As long as you wish, I will comply with your wishes. However, the system of his accepted money, but not people. Without money, he would not accrue any merits. In the end, she took out the flame jewel as payment. The system promptly identified the extraordinary nature of the girl, immediately recognizing her as a rabbit spirit. But when seeing the content afterward, it was like being struck by lightning. A rabbit demon dares to steal the treasure of the demon emperor. The most important thing is that the person about to die even asks about the future. In the blink of an eye, the body and head of the rabbit demon separated, dragging those around into the chaos. At that moment, a girl with fox-like ears turned towards him, and then asked him to tell her fortune. Although she spoke very politely, her eyes revealed a chilling murderous intent. I knew I would be implicated by that rabbit demon. At this moment, in front of him was the demon emperor Dushan Lam. He then pulled out his tools from behind. What fortune? I don't understand. I'm just a scholar passing by. He cried, tears and mucus streaming down his face, preparing to leave, but was immediately surrounded by her subordinates. He could only turn around and smile awkwardly. One must leave a path for retreat. We might meet again. But she said she was a demon, not a human. He could only grasp at another excuse. Actually, my fee for fortune-telling is very expensive. But before he could finish, she interrupted him. No problem, what I have is money. He could only darken his face and say, it's a great taboo to read the destiny of someone else first. But suddenly her fox ears perked up, and she coldly said, tell my fortune, or die. Please grant me a word. Fortunately, his reaction was quick enough, otherwise he would have been in trouble. Both the system and she could not refuse, and he had no choice but to obey fate. Very quickly, she swiped a few lines to form words. But when he saw the word kill on the painting, he couldn't help but tremble. The critical point was that divining for her would cost him 100 million fortune points. But he had only been transported here for 5 years, and the number of points accumulated was not even enough for a 0. And where would he find that many fortune points now to divine for her? Can't you do the reading? Seeing that he didn't respond, she looked down on him with disdain. You only have a little bit of skill, commanding her subordinates to eliminate him. In a hurry, he had no choice but to bluff. It's not that I can't do the reading. I'm just afraid that if I say it, the demon lord won't be able to handle it. Dushan Lam raised her hand, calling her subordinates to stop. What remuneration does the young master want? At that moment, he pretended to be calm and said, if you are willing to offer the 10,000 Beast Kingdom as remuneration, I can consider it. Before his words could finish, she commanded her subordinates to rush forward again. He shouted loudly, stop! Aren't you curious about what you'll be like in 1,000 years?